There we are. Welcome you guys then, everyone, to game number 1 of the series. We have Sitaux versus Liereyy. I think we're probably going to be using team colors though. We're going to be using red for Liereyy probably. Or are we going to be... I think we're probably going to be using red for Sitaux. I feel like Liereyy on blue is probably going to be more standard. Sitaux doesn't really play with a specific player color, and Liereyy usually plays with green, so that's a cool color. We're going to be using, yeah, blue for Liereyy. Anyway, what do we get? For Liereyy, with Indians, he's going to get cheaper villagers, of course, 10, 15, 20, and 25% cheaper villagers. And then on top of that, we also get, for Indians, 1 and 2 extra pierce armor on stable units in the Castle and Imperial Age. We're going to have also for Indians 10% faster working fishermen, although that's not going to be a thing over here in Arabia, of course. For the team bonus, yeah, especially as we don't have any pawns in this version, by the looks of it. Oh, we do have over here on the left-hand side. I don't think it's going to be taking advantage of it, though. Regardless, for Indians, we also get for the team bonus 4 bonus damage from Camel Rider units against buildings. And taking a look at Sitaux's map generation, civilization and potential map generation, we're going to get Vietnamese over here, which means he knows the starting location of enemy TCs, which is why he sent the scout forward right away, and he might be thinking about going for the lane. He will know about the Rhino. The Rhino's at the top of the hill. Sitaux is going for it! He's going for it, yes! So we're gonna keep track of the Rhino. Meanwhile, we can keep on talking about... Yeah, there we go. We can keep on talking about Vietnamese. We are going to have... Sitaux yesterday, by the way, struggled to get the lane going. There we go. So we're gonna see if he's able to make this work this time around. But yeah, besides that, we are going to have for Vietnamese also free conscription, 20% extra HP on archer units, as well as access to the Imperial Skirmisher and Imperial Skirmisher unit and upgrade for the team bonus. And then they also get no wood cost on eco upgrades whatsoever. So Sitaux gotta be careful, man. Yesterday he struggled. No way, no way. Lierey's trying to block the scout over here. He's gonna get away with it. The Rhino is taking the scout down with 1 uphill hit. And great job. All of a sudden, Liereyy gets the Rhino back, and Sitaux's gonna be blindfolded. Well played. It is so hard also to execute this properly and to get away with it, but you know, Lierey's gonna be on a whole different level compared to MBL even so. Yeah, Sitaux's gonna be facing a much tougher match over here. In any case, very, very good start of the series over here for Liereyy. He's gonna be taking the Rhino. There you go. And Sitaux doesn't have a scout anymore, so it's gonna be blindfolded. For all he knows, Lierey's just going to go for full walls and just try to fast castle, but nah. Lierey's just going for the quick walls over here. And individual resources. Let's take a look at the map generation then, starting with Mr. Liereyy over here. What do we get? We are going to have the main goal forward, right? Then he's got the secondary goal up north. The other secondary goal is going to be down south towards the right-hand side, as well as the main stone on the left and the secondary stone on the left-hand side. It's going to be pretty tough for him to wall himself up on this map. So what is he going to do? Go full aggression? Sitaux, usually when you lose a scout, you just try to go for walls, because you do not really know what's going to be coming your way, but it's going to be super hard. Like Sitaux himself, he also has a very open map. At the very least, he does have the main goal on the back, though. The secondary goal is on the back as well, but a little bit farther away. The other secondary goal is on the right-hand side. The main stone is on the right-hand side, and the secondary stone up north towards the left-hand side. If we see some walls coming in from Sitaux, I would certainly like for him to take advantage of the fact that he's close to the corner of the map to try and wall himself like this. He will be securing a lot of real estate over here, a lot of surface area for sure, but not any wood lines, so that's kind of rough. Otherwise, he could potentially just go for your standard walls from here to the edge and something like this as well. Which is not going to be the best, but it's still going to secure the goal, which is what matters, right? And the berries as well. Regardless, barracks are already up. He's going up to the village, and by the looks of it, I think he's gonna be going for Minotaur's archers. He's making a switch to goal right now. There was no reason for him to get the barracks up as soon as he did if he was not going to go for militias. Yeah, there we go. Militia's on the way. Liereyy, on the other hand, he's going up to the village significantly faster, and it's going to be full scouts for him. Man, I still kind of start thinking about how great that play from Liereyy was. The timing, man. When the Rhino was uphill to try and block the Scout, only 2 hits and the Scout was kaput. There you go, Militia's coming out. I think Liereyy will know about this. Yeah, he knows about the barracks. He's just not keeping track of the units. But he already has all the walls up around the berries, around the wood over here as well, so I think it's gonna be fine. He's got walls coming up over here on the wood as well. It's gonna be fine. Stables coming up as well. At most, Sitau's just gonna be able to keep Liereyy busy back home until he cleans up the militias with the scouts. You know what? I don't think that's even necessary. Because of the walls that Liereyy already has up, he can just go forward with scouts. Because it's unlikely the militias are going to be doing anything. And then if he makes a switch to skirmishers eventually, he can go forward for the 1 stray archer and just take the militias down eventually. So, yeah, with the quick walls that Lierey's got already, he doesn't even need to worry about the militias and he can just start going forward and putting pressure up. Good job. Man-at-Arms upgrade over here for Sitaux. Now that's a little bit more threatening, not gonna lie. And it seems like Liereyy is gonna be thinking about defending himself before going forward now. Yeah, with the Man-at-Arms upgrade, that makes a little bit more sense. Probably gonna see an archer range coming up very soon for Liereyy for sure. Let's see. Yeah, he's got 3 scouts. He's got the hill advantage as well, and then he's got some villagers. So if Sitaux tries to come over here, notice how Liereyy... Okay. He's gonna try to take the engagement right now. He's gotta be careful. With some good micro, he might be able to take this, so let's see. Yeah, it's chipping HP away from the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs are not engaging whatsoever, so now that's 1 Minotaurs down. Very good unit control over here for Liereyy. Fantastic stuff. Good job. Yeah. He takes all the Minotaurs down. He doesn't lose a single scout, and that was really well played from Liereyy. Now he can come forward, and he's got 5 scouts to work with, while Sitaux was sending a spearman forward, but it was way too late. So notice the way that Sitau's going for the walls. This is not really going to secure any woodlands for him, so if Liereyy comes forward eventually, and he tries to drop a tower over here, yeah, you know the red player is going to be effectively out of wood. Could be a tower. Could potentially even just be skirmishers for, you know. For all he cares. There we go, good job. From Sitaux, walling up. Some archers coming forward. Liereyy should be going for skirmishers already. Yes, he's got the archer range up and he's gonna start getting some skirmishers out. Less than 14 minutes into the game. It's good timing. So should be able to hold on against potential archers over here just fine. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. No problem. Overchopping Sitau's wall soon. Yes, if he's paying attention, I think he should be able to either prevent that or at the very least plug the hole. Wow, 4 skirmishes out already for Liereyy. Jeez, does time pass fast in this game. Good job. Yeah, he already had some skirmishes out by the time I took a look at the archer range anyway. Let's see. Good job. He can take on the spearman just fine. It's gonna be going after the archers. This is not the best micro for Liereyy though. He needs to target the spearman with the skirmishers. Good job. There we go, it's going back. Yeah. And no more pressure from Sitaux whatsoever. He's getting housed right now even. It's very unfortunate. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's getting housed. He's going with 3 villagers to try and get the house. That's gonna be a lot of idle TC time. He was already significantly ahead, or significantly behind rather. You know, the TC time compared to Liereyy, and now that's just going to exacerbate that. So we are going to see a 2 villager lead for Liereyy. And I wouldn't be surprised for that to go up to 3 extra villagers from time to time as well. And then he's going to be on his way to the castle age so much sooner. Lierey's gameplay is just something else. How is he able to go out to the castle age so freaking fast over here? He's going to be on his way very soon. Sitaux, on the other hand, has been struggling all game long. Now he might be able to get the first villager down over here, though. That's going to be, yes! First eco kill going in favor of Sitaux. And he's going right after the lumberjacks over there, but we have skirmishes from Liereyy. So yeah, anyway, after all the pressure, they're still gonna be able to go up to the castle age in a moment. And Sitaux, on the other hand, well, he needs to wait a little bit more. It seems like it's going to be significantly later, though, for him to click up to the castle age. So Liereyy, once he gets up, he's going to have a fantastic hit start to work with. He's going to have a fantastic lead to the castle age to work with as well. There you go. There you are. Castle age is coming out for Liereyy right now. As expected, while Sitaux, on the other hand, doesn't have anywhere near enough resources to go up. Might have gotten 1 extra villager. As Liereyy ended up idling the TC quite a bit to go out to the castle age, but now Sitaux's going to get cleaned up over here. Should be getting cleaned up over here. And should be able to hold on over here against Sitaux's units as well. So it doesn't seem like Sitaux's going to be able to put any pressure anymore. Yeah. These are getting cleaned up. Good job. And these are going to get cleaned up as well very soon. With the spearmen coming out, the scouts are going to go down for sure. And the archers are getting completely sniped by the skirmishes. And good job. Lierey's just on a whole another level. I've said this a few times already, but it's just incredible to see him play. Like, it's so smooth. No matter what happens, he got lamed, or, well, there was a lame attempt he was able to stop. He was under pressure earlier compared to Sitaux, and he's gonna be able to go out to the castle age faster. He's going for the second stables, got a good amount of military units compared to Sitaux, and he's got the walls coming up to the edge of the map. What are these walls coming up for Liereyy? I have no idea, but greedy is the first word that comes to mind for me. And yeah, take a look at that. With these walls coming up, he should be able to secure 1. It's gonna be securing 2. It's gonna be securing 3 wall lines! Plus the gold, plus the stone. This is so good from Liereyy. And Winchester, yeah. Sorry, and Sitaux, he ends up going to GG as soon as Liereyy hits the castle age. He was bringing a few villagers forward, and yeah, I was not gonna be able to do anything, of course, after Liereyy got the upgrades over here and he got the camels out. These units were not going to do anything for Sitaux, so that's a very, very straightforward game for Liereyy. Fantastic performance. Sitaux, fortunately, is gonna have to try again next time. So let's go and take a look at the achievements. We get for military a beautiful 2-to-1 KD ratio for Liereyy. In the end, Sitaux ended up losing 1 more unit than Liereyy killed. So I think he ended up losing the unit to the boar, right? To the rhino, rather. So he ended up losing a unit to Gaia. For economy, on the other hand, stronger economy for Liereyy, collecting about 500 extra resources. For technology, on the other hand, we get faster fuel, castle age times as well for him. The only player getting to the castle age, and the only player, you know, that seemed like was gonna be getting to the castle age at all this game. So well played. APM, not even close, man. Lierey's just, I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. Hovering above 150 EAPM fairly frequently. Certainly going to be looking pretty strong. Let's go back. And let's cross the civilizations out. We had Indians, right? And we had Vietnamese. So let's cross Indians out over here for Sitaux and Vietnamese. And remember, we said that Indians actually had a 0% win rate against Vietnamese from the previous matchups. Now that's going to change to 50%. Oh, actually, wait a moment. Indians against Vietnamese. Oh, they actually had a 100% win rate. Never mind, so that's going to still be the case. It's going to be 2 games with 100% win rate against Vietnamese for Indians. Total and brutal domination? Absolutely. For game number 2 then, we still have very strong civilizations left for ball players. So which do I like the best? Which do I like most? I'm not really sure. I think it doesn't really matter. I think Liereyy is going to be significantly ahead regardless, just because of him being a stronger player, in my opinion. But let's see. Japanese are pretty good for them, for Liereyy. Vikings are pretty good for Liereyy. Britons are incredible for Liereyy as well. And then he's got cavalry civilizations besides that for the most part. Sitaux, on the other hand, well, he's got Mayans, he's got Mongols, Berbers. I think I'm gonna be liking the civilizations from Liereyy better over here, to be honest. Mayans are good, but then the rest of the civilizations, I just don't see how they are going to work against Liereyy. I'm not really sure Sitau's gonna be able to put as much pressure with Mongols, enough so to prevent Liereyy from getting to the mid game and thus getting ahead. Yeah. And then he's got Byzantines. Huns are not my favorite civilization for this KOTD. Yeah, and that's about it. Let's see if game number 2 is already here. Is there a lobby at the very least? Yeah, game 2 is already here, so let's pay the predictions off. We're going to open predictions up for game number 2 already. Who wins game number 2? I'm really sure there's going to be too many bets for Sitaux, but it never hurts to try. Alright, guys. There we go. Welcome everyone then to game number 2 in the series. What do we have? Liereyy up north is going to be playing Britons. And Sitaux was coming forward right away. He's going to try to go for another lane. First off, he's getting 2 goats away, so that's pretty good. And he's got the scout forward already, so we'll see if he can get the rhino. He knows about the house, he knows about the carpet, so he should be careful. Okay, he knows about the rhino right now as well. And yeah, if he can get a rhino over here, that's going to be fantastic for him, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to. As Lierey's already going to send villagers over to wood, he's got vision of the rhino on the back, yes. And then where's the scout? He's got the scout at hand as well, so if he notices the rhino over here getting lamed, which by the way seems like Sitaux doesn't realize about or cannot scout, he would potentially be able to stop it again. Anyway, take heed and bear witness to the truths that lie herein, for they are the last legacy of Nova. There is a war that rages even now between the Utopian kingdoms of Doubt and the burning pits of Viper. This war is known as the Great Conflict, and it has raged and burned longer than any of the stars in the sky. Neither side ever gains sway for long as the forces of Doubt drop castles and Viper denies them. Oh boy. Where'd you get that from? Nice. Good job. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Sitau's gonna be able to get any lame at all, so he won't be able to take advantage of, you know, the faster working hunters over here with extra food. Should be trying to just push the huntables, honestly. Should be trying to find his own resources. He still hasn't found the goats over here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to find this eventually. And I still want to see him try to push the zeros over here. We saw Mongols be extremely aggressive in the yesterday's series from Hera, going up as early as 7 minutes to the fuel age. On 17 population with no loom. That was absolutely remarkable, of course. We'll see if Liereyy can, or rather if Sitaux can replicate some of Hera's success with Mongols over here. The time being is already on 17 population. I think if he wanted to go for that strat, he's already late to it. So yeah, it's just gonna be going for more standard, probably 19 pop, I think. scout production, which is kind of, you know, wasting the bonus for Mongols. So we'll see what happens, but anyway. No, it was 17 population, 16 villages and 1 scout with no loom. Wait! You're correct, it's actually 16 population, you're correct, my bad. It was 15 villages and 1 scout, right? 16 no loom, you're correct, my bad. That was really nice, and well, Sitaux is already late to it. He's already on 20 population. This is extremely slow if you're playing Mongols, compared to what you can do. It feels like Sitaux is kind of, you know, wasting the potential advantage that he could be getting with Mongols early game. So anyway, let's take a look at the civilizations. I did not talk about the bonuses over here. Starting with Liereyy playing Britain's up north, he's gonna be getting first off, you know, 25% faster working foragers, or actually Shepherd, sorry, is gonna be getting a 50% wood discount on TC started in the Castle Age, and then on top of that, we're also going to have for Britain's, they're going to get 1 and 2 extra range on foot archer units in the Castle and Imperial Ages, except for skirmisher units. Team bonus 20% faster working archer ranges, while Sitaux with Mongols gets 40% faster working hunters, 30% extra HP in light cavalry, hussar and step lancer units, as well as step lancer line units, sorry, as well as 25% faster attacking cavalry archer units, and for the team bonus 2 extra line of sight on scouts. There we go. He's going for the walls already. It seems like he's going to be well onto the edge of the map before the militias hit over here. Let's take a look at the map generation real quick. And Liereyy's got the main goal on the back, secondary goal on the right hand side, and the other secondary goal is going to be down south. If he does manage to get the walls up over here, and then from here to here, it's going to be securing a wood line over here, it's going to be securing a wood line over here, as well as the gold as well, and that'll be amazing. And then this gold as well, of course. So yeah, for the time being, he's still open, but the moment he connects over to the left-hand side, it's going to be in a much better spot. He's fairly close to the corner of the map. So is Sitaux, but he is significantly more open on the right-hand side, so it's going to be trickier for him to get the walls up. So he's got the main goal on the back, secondary goal on the right-hand side. The other secondary goal is going to be on the left-hand side, very far away, with the main stone on the right-hand side and secondary stone on the left-hand side. It's going to be much trickier for him to get the walls up. He will need to go for something like this, and then from here to the edge of the map, it's going to be pricier, and he will be able to secure only 1 wood line. I like how they constantly push Mongol rushes even faster every tournament. Right. Let's see what we get here. There we go. Yeah. It seems unlikely Sitaux will be able to do any damage with the militias over here. We have no man-at-arms upgrade coming out whatsoever. Don't really have much of anything, honestly, going on right now. Just going to be Sitaux roaming around with extra units. He's bringing some archers into the mix. And Lierey's going to be defending himself. And it's going to be probably a race to the Castle Age. Good job. And there we go. The militias are going down. They should be going down anyway. And it doesn't seem like Sitaux will be able to do much of anything. Sending a new group of units on the right hand side. He's got only 2 archers and skirmishers. Meanwhile, Liereyy, on the other hand, he's got no fletching. He's got no pad arch armor. If he's gonna be going for archers, he needs to get pad arch armor. If he's gonna be facing, if he wants to go for skirmishers, he needs to go for that if he's gonna be facing archers. Otherwise, fletching is going to be more welcome, of course, because of the range. But notice how Liereyy, not going for upgrades, is going to save resources to try and go up to the Castle Age. He's feeling confident over here, and I think he's just gonna try to play. Just gonna try to outplay Sitaux on the hill. And he's gonna try to save the resource. That's just remarkable. If Liereyy ends up getting away with this, that's just going to be so good. There we go. Skimmer's just going down. He's going up to the scout right now, but it seems like Sitaux will be able to clean the units up from Liereyy over here. Is that going to be the case? Well, if he does, he's gonna be left on only skirmishers to play with. So, yeah, Liereyy should be able to defend himself with villagers only. Over here, a few skirmishers himself as well. Now, these villagers are getting a lot of idle time, though, chasing these skirmishers away. So I think this is actually starting to be a little bit worth it for Sitaux. And Liereyy, in saving the resources, you know, instead of going for fletching or Paler Arch Armor, in the end, it's not going to be particularly good anyway, because of how idle the villagers were for so long over there. He still has more resources compared to Sitaux though, but that just comes from Sitaux still producing units compared to Liereyy. Neglecting military production for the most part. He's going for fletching right now, and it's kind of important, man, at this point. It kind of makes sense. He doesn't need to go for Paler Arch Armor, so fletching alone is still going to be good, and he still has a stronger economy compared to Sitaux. Which is saying something. I mean, we were taking a look at Mongols, right? For Sitaux. Being behind in food count over here is not what you're probably expecting, especially as he's got a lot more food workers compared to Liereyy. Did he take the huntables, by the way? He took 2 out of 3. Yes. He still has berries. Lierey's holding. We see Hurskaler coming in for Sitaux already. Liereyy, on the other hand, not quite as much. But it seems like he'll still be able to go up to the Castle Age a little bit sooner compared to Sitaux. We are getting close to 18 minutes. That's going to be a standard time for players to start thinking about going up. Getting close to click up. Sitaux, on the other hand, is on 1 extra villager. Not anymore. But he does not have quite as many resources, despite having an incredible amount of farm. It's just because of the scout production he's been going for, and the skirmishes he's been producing as well. Scouts and skirmishes coming out by the minute for Sitaux. Meanwhile, Liereyy going for Paler Arch Armor. Okay. It's up against archers now, so I guess it makes sense. Archer range coming out for Liereyy. Yeah, the moment he connects the walls up over here, he's gonna be securing so much, and we already took a look at his map generation. But yeah, it seems like he's finally going to close this up. Yeah, he secures the secondary goal, secures the main goal. He secures 2 wool lines, 3 wool lines as a matter of fact. That's amazing. One second vital TC time for Sitaux, incredible. Not anymore. Yeah, you jinx it. Still significantly less compared to Liereyy, but Liereyy is gonna be on his way to the Castle Age much sooner. Now he doesn't need to worry about military production anymore because he's completely walled up. The units he's got left anyway, they are not going to be that good anyway. So it's not going to hurt him to lose these. He can just buy himself a little bit more time before the skirmishers try to push against the walls. But yeah, honestly, it's gonna take forever for the skirmishers to break through the palaces anyway, so I think Lierey's fine. He's on his way to the Castle Age, and Sitaux is actually not falling behind too much. He's gonna be on his way to the Castle Age very, very soon himself as well. If he had a market, he probably will be on the way already up. Because of the stone he could potentially sell, because of the gold that he can potentially buy food with. He would probably be on his way up already, but yeah. Still though, Liereyy will be there significantly sooner. Now, what is the plan for the Castle Age? Lierey's got 2 archer ranges right now, and he's trying to go for as many archers as humanly possible. So we're gonna see crosses and bucking arrow. Meanwhile, Sitaux, on the other hand, going up to the Castle Age, is gonna be thinking most likely of either cavalry archers or knights, I think. So what is the plan over here? He's got double archer ranges, so if he goes for a third one, we will know that it's going to be for cavalry archer production. And against Britons, mobile units are going to be a lot better, so he needs to go for either cavalry archers or knights, more so than going for crossbows, just because the extra range that Britons get. He would also kind of force a university and ballistics from Liereyy if he went for cavalry archers for sure, if he went for knights, maybe. Really good job from Sitaux as well. Bring the units out and immediately plug in the hole behind it. There we go. Perfect. There's another TC coming up over here for Liereyy already. So he's got the crossman upgrade and he's going for Bucking Arrow. He just finished researching, so now he's going to outgarrison these archers. He does have another group coming up on the left hand side, so these are going to be defensive. He's going forward with these right now, so it's going to be the second group, and these ones are going to try to push villages away from wood. No way! No way! He does not wall up just yet. He's still very open on the right hand side as well, so if he does not manage to get the walls up over here and Liereyy is able to prevent the walls from coming up, he should be coming in, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know. So now Sitaux will get away with getting the walls up over here. Imagine Liereyy would just came forward and was able to deny the wall coming out from Sitaux. He would be able to, you know, he would be able to come in, and Sitaux is going back, so he's not even finishing the wall over here. And yeah, Lierey's probably gonna try to sneak in right now. Let's see. Send the one archer, man. The one archer forward just to see what Sitaux's got over here. That would have been so good for Liereyy. The second group of units, by the way, for Liereyy, I think they are still going to be defensive. Yeah, he was sending these forward, but he decided to go back and regroup. So he's going to have a much larger army to work with. So we have 9 crosses over here on the left hand side, and he's got 14 crosses moving over the right hand side. With the 3rd TC coming up as well, Lierey's economy is going to be booming. Good job. I don't think Sitaux is aware of this. He's sending a scout over the right hand side. Man, that extra line of sight for the scout is just so deadly. He doesn't know about the archers coming. He missed them by his, you know, the split of a hair. Here comes Liereyy once again. He doesn't have ballistics though, while Sitaux is going for it. And Liereyy, you know, without thumb ring, it's not going to be the most accurate even against static units. He scouts and sees the entire map, basically, yeah. There he goes, Sitaux realizes about this and reacts on time. Yeah, and Liereyy should know about the university already. Good job. There we go. Should be able to take on the skirmishers over here. Not quite. Not quite. So he'll end up losing a lot of crosses over here. Wouldn't be surprised if he ends up getting completely cleaned up. Good job. Only 6 skirmishers over here, but they're going to be able to take on the archers, no problem. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Lierey's coming forward. Yeah. If he had ballistics, can you imagine how much damage he would be able to do over here? He will still end up taking a bunch of villagers down, though. So far, that's got to be 3, 4, make that 5 villagers going down. Wow, Sitaux's economy is an absolute disaster. He's got 28 villagers moving around with 9% efficiency in the last minute. That is over half his economy, actually. That is about 60% of his economy. I would definitely have preferred for Sitaux to keep on roaming around, try to keep on taking villagers down, because with ballistics, he's still going to end up getting cleaned up regardless, whether or not he chases the villagers away. So yeah, Sitaux's economy is not going to be the best, but he does end up cleaning Lierey's units up. The thing is, Lierey's economy is absolutely phenomenal on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, with the extra TCs, he's got farms coming up. He's going for wheelbarrow. He's managed to collect, you know, he's managed to amass 20 extra villages compared to Sitaux. It's pretty good stuff overall. There we go. Yeah. The mana over here should be enough for him to protect himself against the skirmishers. Still waiting for a university though. He's not going for one just yet. Instead, he's going for triple stable. This is very interesting to see from Liereyy. Britain scouts over here, Britain knights rather. He's going to have a very good army, of course, to work with. if he can counter these skirmishes with knights. He doesn't get access to bloodlines, of course, but he's going for chain rather than armor. We have 3 knights with 1 more, 4 knights with 1 more on the way. That's going to be 5 knights for him. Yeah, I would certainly like for him to go for, at the very least, 6 knights. Go for it and try to drop a siege workshop somewhere as well. Triple stable Britain knights. You know, when it works, it works. Husbandry coming up for Liereyy now as well. There we go. And Forging's coming in as well. Let's see about this. That's a great attack round, actually. Not managed to take too many skirmishers down, but he chunked a lot of HP off these units, and now the knights are coming in, and he's got more than 6. He's got 8 knights coming forward. He should be able to get a good surround going. And Sitaux, on the other hand, is going up to the Imperial Age. With what, though? If he gets cleaned up over here, it's gonna have only 3 crossbows and 2 knights. Meanwhile, Liereyy is coming forward with mangonels, crossbows. Yeah, and with a fantastic meat shield of knights after he gets a good cleanup over here on these skirmishers. These units are going to be so much stronger as well. Sitaux's got a 4 siege workshop. Definitely would like for Liereyy to go forward, and he's thinking about sending villages forward, I think. Yeah. If he goes for a siege workshop probably around here, that'll be pretty good for him. Around this area probably. And then he can start getting the push going. He could potentially take the tower down. He could potentially go and try to push against the... yeah, the TC as well. Imp to GG is certainly looking like it. For now anyway. There you go. Yeah, knights are roaming around. You know, with chainbar than armor, these knights aren't really going to care about the towers too much. So without pikemen or something to counter the knights, Sitaux is still going to end up taking a lot of losses. And Liereyy keeps on going for more knights, so he's got 15 knights so far. Should be able to get villagers down over here, yeah, because there's not enough garrison space for the villagers inside the tower. And with the crosses over here, he can also prevent the villagers from collecting wood. Should be able to, anyway. Okay, that is not the best attention for Liereyy, but he keeps on sending the units forward, so he should still be able to keep on denying resources. So yeah, 52 villages for Sitaux compared to 97 for Liereyy. He gets to the Imperial Age, and Liereyy is gonna be on his way to the Imperial Age and a much stronger villager count, a much higher population overall. And yeah, he's already doing so much damage over here. Let's get crossbows. There you are, we see some quick walls coming up over here. But Sitaux will end up sacrificing a good chunk of his economy because I think this is still open. Oh, it's not open. Okay. It's open on the left-hand side. Is it going to go around? It was open over here on the right anyway, so the knights are going to get away regardless. Good job from Sitaux. Okay. It's gonna be able to hold on for the time being, but... yeah, Liereyy is still looking significantly stronger right now. More knights coming in. Chemistry, Arbalister coming in for Sitaux as well. Yeah, going for Arbalesters against Britons as Mongols, I don't know, man. At the very least, he gets Thumb Ring, but he's not going to have Ring Arch Armor, and he's not going to have anywhere near as much range as Liereyy. He's going for Skirmishers, though. Counter-Strike coming in for Sitaux, but he's unable to do much of anything, and Lierey's still not going for Ballistics. I feel like this has been sorely missing. He's finally going for it now. He finally got a university up. Towers coming up for Liereyy to defend his resources. Very soon we're probably going to see castles coming up as well. That was not the best attack round. But yeah, he's collecting a wood on the left hand side. He's got a tower over there as well. He's collecting wood on the back as well, so he doesn't even need to worry about this because it's completely safe. And yeah, all he's got to do is survive against Sitaux, which, with the amount of militaries we have from Liereyy, shouldn't be too hard. after he gets the upgrade in the upgrades in the Imperial Age, of course. Especially now that he's got ballistics. There we go. And then he's gonna be able to start thinking about pushing back. So the longer the game goes, there we go. Imperial Age is here, and Sitaux calls it GG. I was going to say the longer the game goes, if Sitaux is able to catch up, on paper should be better for Mongols. But his economy is so much smaller compared to Liereyy that he's not gonna want to keep on going. If he was able to catch up in economy, he would have been able to go for, you know, castles. He would have been able to go for siege, and siege rams specifically can be so effective against Britons, but he wasn't anywhere near close to being able to afford any of that. So let's go and take a look at the achievements. We get for military a very close to 6 to 5 KD ratio for Liereyy. That's going to be 2-0 then in favor of the Austrian kid. We have for economy on the other hand, also a bunch of extra resources. Liereyy ended up collecting about 10,000 extra resources compared to Sitaux, which is just remarkable. It's amazing. Take a look at that. Ever since he got the extra TCs up, he was able to skyrocket in villager count. For technology, on the other hand, then we also have faster feudal and castle age times for Liereyy. However, it was a faster Imperial Age time for Sitaux. Unfortunately, did not give him much of anything, as he was already behind when going up. Much higher villager count for Liereyy in the end. Well played. Let's go back. Let's wait for game number 3 then. We have the Lithuanians still for Liereyy. He's got Vikings, he's got Japanese. Liereyy with Japanese is such a joy to watch. With Vikings, he's pretty good as well, but Japanese, specifically speaking, the faster attacking infantry units can be so strong. Let me see if there's a lobby already for the next one. So yeah, Britons against Indians. It was 100% win rate for Britons. Now this is going to be the second game going in favor of Britain, so that's still going to be 100% win rate for them out of 2 games. Let's see what the matchup is for game number 3. We have some speculation to go through, but for game number 3, we already know that it's going to be Japanese. We got it! I wanted to see Japanese for Liereyy, and it's going to be Japanese versus Berbers from Sitaux. Dude, this matchup is going to be so tough for Sitaux, especially with Liereyy behind the Japanese. Wow. Let's do the predictions. Yes, I was thinking about it. There we go. And let's open predictions up for the next one as well. So who wins game number 3? Somebody's still gonna keep on believing in Sitaux, and eventually they might be right. You have 5 minutes, guys. And let me see what the win rate is for Japanese against Berbers. They have a, wow, interestingly enough, 33% win rate against Berbers. They won 1 out of 3 games. Nice. There we go. Game's coming up, guys. So giddy up, because it's here already. Let's jump into it. Welcome everyone then to game number 3. We have Liereyy on the right hand side playing with Japanese. We have Sitaux on the left hand side playing as Berbers. With Liereyy, Japanese are going to be an amazing civilization because they get 33% faster attacking infantry units starting in the field age. On top of that, we also get for Japanese 33%, actually a 50% discount on drop-off buildings. And on the left-hand side for Sitaux, what do we get over here? We're going to have with Berbers a 15 and 20% discount on stable units in the castle in Imperial Age. We're going to have on top of that also, what else do we get for Berbers? We are going to have also on top of that 10% faster moving villagers, and for the team bonus he gets access to Janitor. So yeah. Let's take a look at that. There we go. I think Sitaux is going to be fine early on if he can get the walls going because of the map generation he's got. He should be able to wall himself up, but we're gonna see. Let's actually start with the map generation for Liereyy. What do we get for the blue player? It seems like it's gonna be fairly easy for both players to wall themselves up. So yeah, for Liereyy we have the main goal forward, which is not ideal, and then he's got both secondary goals on the left and right hand sides, kind of far away from the TC as well. And then we have the main stone on the back and the secondary stone forward, right? But if he goes for walls like this as well, and like this, he should be able to secure himself fairly easily. The problem is that he does not secure any gold at all. If we take a look at Sitaux on the other hand, and he's going to have the main goal on the back, so that's already going to be much better for him. If he can get the walls from here to the edge of the map, he will be able to secure this wall line as well. So I think he could potentially be fine if he just gets the walls up like this, right? Something like this and this as well is not going to be particularly expensive, and he would still be able to secure the wall line as we discussed, and he's going to be able to secure the berries over here as well. Plus the gold, of course. So this is a very, very nice, I think, map generation for Sitaux. You should be taking advantage of this for sure to secure the wall line, because it's very likely we're going to see archers coming in from Liereyy. And if he can get the walls up over here, I think he's going to be fine. Now, Berbers, how have they won against Japanese? Usually, I believe, by going for camel archers. At the very least, the last matchup that I remember with Berbers on Japanese, they were able to take it just by going for camel archers, which can be super strong, but can be very pricey to get to, of course. But yeah, it's of course always risky, because if you end up getting caught up by pikemen or halberdier, your camel archers are just going to completely melt away. Barracks on the way for Sitaux. So it seems like he's gonna be thinking of going for... Okay, Drush Flush? He's gonna... What is he gonna try and do? He's gonna try to fast castle over here? Drush FC? You know, his map is very, very wallable. I think if you're gonna be going for that, this is probably the map you're gonna want to do that on. But we'll see. He's forward already. Just patrolling over here, trying to keep track of the militias. And he's got some militia coming out. Already 20 or 19 villagers for Liereyy, so it doesn't seem like he's gonna be going up to the fuel age particularly pronto. While Sitaux on the other hand, and yeah, he's going for Loom. It seems like he's just gonna go to the fuel age already, and it's going to be a Drush Flush. On 23, 24 population, that's very interesting, but he doesn't really have the resources to go up to the fuel age, so he's just getting a little bit of idle TC time over here, which is very, very unfortunate. He's just trying to get a good micro going against Liereyy, and at the very least he's gonna be able to get one militia down already, and he might be able to get another one down, but it's going to be 1-1 so far. It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Sitaux right now. Well played. Yeah, but that was a little bit of idle time for him, as he was over-focusing on microwave. I think. Good job. Yeah. Doesn't seem like anybody's really gonna be able to do too much damage over here. Even the militias coming in forward from Sitaux are going to be insufficient for him to get even a single villager from Liereyy. But it's very interesting how both players are going on so many villagers over here. Lierey's got the resources to click up already to the fuel age, but it seems like he's gonna keep on going for more vills. He's got the 26 coming out. Yeah, and he might be able to go up to the castle age afterwards. To the fuel age, sorry, afterwards, yes. He's on 25 villagers over here. He's not going for walls, he's only going for the militias, so we'll see if he'll be able to do anything with this or not. Sitaux is going up on 25 villagers himself as well. There we are. Yeah, the militias are unlikely to achieve much of anything, and Liereyy should be able to hold on just fine. He's going for the walls himself as well. Very, very good job from Sitaux to completely wall himself up. If he goes for a gate over here, he's going to have an entryway into his kingdom, and, you know, an exit gate as well, and he doesn't need to worry about deleting and rebuilding palisades and whatnot, but he's not going for it. Well, it doesn't seem like we are going to have too much action just yet. Once we get to the fuel age and players start going for archer ranges, then that's going to change the game for sure. I'm kind of wondering though, is Sitaux going to go for that whatsoever? He does have gold miners, so it certainly seems like he's going to be going for archers. But Liereyy, on the other hand, he's got a very strong economy, you know, and I'm not 100% sure if he's going to really try to go for fuel aggression over here. Or if he's going to try to fast castle, because he's got no double bit axe coming up. He's got no horse collar coming up, and he's got the archer range and the blacksmith coming up right away. So Sitaux realizes about this, and I think he knows. Yeah, most he's gonna be able to delay this blacksmith, but it seems like he's not gonna be able to prevent Liereyy from getting away with fast castling. This is really, really good for Liereyy. He's getting the blacksmith up, and after the next villager comes out, he's gonna be on his way to the castle age. While Sitaux, on the other hand, is going for archers already, so he's gonna try to put some pressure up right now. It's very similar to what we had last time around as well. So yeah, not looking the best for Sitaux. It seems like Lierey's going to get away with doing the same thing twice in a row. There we go, fletching coming out for Sitaux. Man, there was no shame in going down to Liereyy, but boy, he's dominating over here. Certainly making Sitaux look like a much lower rated player than he is, but no, you know, Sitaux is an amazing player, it's just that Liereyy is so good that by contrast, almost anyone looks much lower skill. Yeah, it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds away from the castle age, and he's got fletching already. He's got the second archer range up. There you go. Yeah, it seems like Sitaux is even getting pushed away. This is really good. If you cannot put any pressure up, then the moment Liereyy gets to the castle age and we see Crossman and Balking Arrow come in, you know, Sitaux is going to fall behind even further. So what can you do? If you're in Sitaux's position, well, we have taken a look at the map generation. Let's see if he knows about the secondary golds. He knows where the secondary golds are. If he is expecting Liereyy to come up, then he should be trying to come forward, put the pressure up with the archers, and then potentially protect some villages to get a tower up over here. If he manages to get a tower up here, then he should be in a pretty good spot that he denies the main gold from Liereyy, and then the secondary golds are too far away. I think if Sitaux had realized about that, he probably would be in a much better spot right now, but Liereyy already got away with getting to the castle age. Now we're going to see Crossman and Balkinaru coming in, so he's going to push the skirmishers away, and he's going to keep on collecting from the main golden piece. So yeah, pretty good position for Liereyy, honestly. Would definitely like to see him go for ballistics if he could. Yeah, but he doesn't have a university coming up, doesn't have the resources for it just yet. Just going for crossbows. And good job right here from Liereyy, defending with even villagers as well against the skirms. So Sitaux should be on his way to the castle age very soon. Because it's completely walled over here, it's unlikely we're going to see Liereyy doing too much damage. If Liereyy had ballistics, or he had ballistics on the way, then yeah, for sure, he might be able to get the villagers as they flee away, but you know, without ballistics, it's just going to take so much longer for him to even get in and start doing any damage whatsoever. We have only houses over here, no palisades whatsoever, so that means this is perfectly closed. Yeah. So Liereyy needs to go to the sides, and he needs to try and break through the palaces. Meanwhile, Sitaux's going for a defensive tower already, a preemptive one. Good job. Yeah. There we are. It seems like Liereyy is finally gonna be able to break through. He's gotta be careful with the skirmishers over here, though. If you're gonna take advantage of the extra range, then yeah, it's gonna be kind of throwing away the lead that he's got with these units. And let's see, he's gonna go once again to the same palisade. He's got the hill advantage right now as well. Good job. Should be able to break through. And Sitaux, he's got a second tower up already, so this is going to be enough for him to protect himself for the time being. But if Liereyy micros well over here, and he splits, he could potentially just keep on putting the pressure anyway, but he's going to walk away instead. Guess he feels he doesn't want to get trapped, right? And there was a very real chance of him getting completely trapped over here, so he's gonna try and come out. Still does not have enough units to work with over here against the crossbows. He's going for elite skirmisher. If Liereyy can take these skirmishers before they become elite, that's going to be so good for him. He does have 2 groups of units to work with as well. 1 of 8, 1 of 8, so that's going to be 16 units for him. And Sitaux, well, you know, he's not too far behind. He's got only 1 less villager compared to Liereyy, make that 2. But Liereyy is not gone for any extra TCs. He's got no 4 siege workshop. He doesn't really have any real pressure going against Sitaux. So the red player is going to be fine over here. Let's go and take a look at the gather economy so far. Both players went up to the field age at about the same time, but Sitaux went up to the castle age significantly later compared to Liereyy. So he should have a stronger economy, I think. Not quite. As a matter of fact, Liereyy was actually the one with most gather economy in this game so far. Sitaux's economy should be getting stronger though. Both players already have wheelbarrow, but Sitaux's got horse collar, which Liereyy doesn't have. And it's going to start costing very soon, of course. And yeah, I think that's going to be enough. Liereyy needs something against elite skirmishers. Well, you know, Japanese, he's got the manual already. You know, Japanese can go for cavalry and it's not going to be anywhere as questionable as Vikings. There you go. Or Britons, right? Good job. Let's see if Sitaux can get a villager down over here. Really good unit control from Liereyy as well. But I think he's going to end up losing one though, regardless. Yeah, most likely. Good job. 2 man is coming forward. Definitely would like to see Liereyy bring in a siege workshop, probably around here. Probably forward, close to the resources. If you could get a siege workshop up here, that'd be pretty good, I think. Yeah, around here, just prevent these resources and potentially be in a good position to push against the TC. He did manage to get some villagers down already though, even without ballistics, that's pretty good. Villager count is a little bit higher for Liereyy right now, despite the second TC coming up for Sitaux over here. It's gonna take some time for Sitaux to even catch up in villager count in the first place. Good job from Liereyy taking the farms, and this is good damage, man. Those are expensive losses. That's 180 resources down the drain already. Were those 3 farms or 2 farms? Well, yeah, 120 to 180 resources down the drain. There we go, the archer range is going down. Good job, he can go after the next one. Yeah, that was 2 farms only, so 120. There we go, let's see. With the mountains over here, should be able to hold on against skirmishers just fine. He's got a 3rd mountain. That was a great attack round. Alright. Yeah, the skirmishers are getting pushed away. Crossman upgrades on the way right now for Sitaux. Well, Lierey's in a pretty good spot. It's gonna be going up to the Imperial Age very soon. While Sitaux, on the other hand, getting the second TC up, getting farms around as well, up around the TC. It's going to take, you know, so much longer for him to even think about going up to the Imperial Age. It's just been amazing, man. Lierey's been playing so well. He's been able to get away with fast castling twice. He's been able to get away with fast imping somewhat. you know, twice as well. Once with 1 TC, once with 3, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, still 3 manas over here. This is just remarkable performance, and Lierey's running circles around Sitaux. At the very least, that's certainly the way that it looks over here. Good job. Yeah, about 21 military units for Mr. Sitaux. And Liereyy, on the other hand, well, there's not a good amount of units, 29 over here with bold manas. That's going to be a much higher army value for Liereyy compared to Sitaux. And the moment he gets to the Imperial Age, of course, he's going for Thamric right now, but the moment he gets to the Imperial Age, he's going to be getting Bracer, he's going to be getting Chemistry, Arbalester. That's going to be so good for him. There we go. He's coming around. Imagine having 30 Arbalesters and no Ballistics yet. He's going for Ballistics now, as you speak. Because we know how to do good damage, though, with those units regardless. You know, they say Lierey's Ballistics is his micro skills. There we go, Imperial Age is here. What is Sitaux going to do? He's not calling the GG just yet. Giving up on the 3rd game. Just like that would be pretty fast. He's gonna keep on trying, but it's been a big struggle. There's a castle coming in over here for Liereyy. Meanwhile, Sitaux was trying to get a push going over here, but very, very good reaction from Liereyy as well. He's got Bracer right now and Ballistics, so he should be able to take on these skirmishes for sure. Let's see, Sitau's gonna try to micro the units, but I don't think it's going to work out. He's losing numbers over here. And of course, in 30 seconds we are going to have our Ballister as well, so this is going to be even higher attack. And these skirmishes, you know, they have 6 Pierce armor. They're still gonna be taking 3 damage per shot from the Arbalesters. We have a Scorpion over here as well. The quick wall's coming up. Lierey's not able to connect it, but is this going to be enough though? I don't think so. That's a lot of villages going down for Liereyy. 44 compared to 68. So yeah, we have a 50% stronger economy though for Sitaux. But still, so far away from the Imperial Age, and still should end up getting cleaned up over here, I think. We'll see. Lierey's chasing those skirmishes away while he still has a second group of units forward as well with the castle. We're gonna see a trebuchet coming out for him. If Sitaux gets cleaned up over here, then he won't really have much going for him anyway. Yeah, and it seems like he's going to get cleaned up over here. He wasn't able to do too much damage. Still, he managed to get ahead in villager count by a good amount. He's got 28 extra villagers compared to Liereyy for sure. But he's still unable to click out to the Imperial Age. He's getting cleaned up over here. We're gonna see the Arbalesters moving in as the trebuchet is coming out right now to try and take the TCs down. Sitaux just calls the GG! And guys, Liereyy absolutely well dominating the series so far, 3-0 against Sitaux after 3 very, very straightforward games for Liereyy. Well, should I say very straightforward? Because game number, yeah, it doesn't seem like the first 2 games were quite as straightforward, but still, damn it, he's making it look easy. Let's go and take a look at the achievements before coming back out. Definitely in the driver's seat, Lierey's in a pretty good spot. It's going to be a better than 5 to 2 KD ratio for Liereyy. We're going to have also for army high 36 to 30. For economy, on the other hand, we're going to have also a much stronger economy for Sitaux with about 2,000 extra resources. While for technology, we get faster fuel H times for Sitaux and faster castle and Imperial Age times for Liereyy. Society, on the other hand, much stronger for Sitaux. But didn't matter? Well, no. You can see a very clear trend over here towards the end of the game. Liereyy was bouncing back real hard. Let's go back. Let's cross the civilization south with Japanese coming out on top against Berbers. That's going to make it a 50% win rate for Japanese against Berbers specifically. After 4 games, because of Lierey's incredible performance. That's going to leave us on Vikings. Lithuanians, you know, we have also Khmer, Sicilians, and Burgundians for Liereyy. While Sitaux, on the other hand, it's got Mayans. It's got Malians. He's got also Celts, Huns, and Byzantines. And once again, I'm liking Liereyy civilizations better. I think going for Vikings would probably seal the deal for Liereyy. He also has Lithuanians, which can be super strong for very aggressive gameplay or very fast castle. Sitaux, on the other hand, I honestly struggle to see what he's going to be able to do against anything that Liereyy goes for. Yeah, you know, Celts maybe against Skimmer will be a good matchup, but even then, I don't know, man. You know, Lierey's already probably going to be thinking of fast castling if he goes for Khmer. And if Celts do not anticipate that happening, that could potentially be problematic. That's what we saw in the previous series between Winchester and Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo went for Khmer and he fast castled. We'll see. Let's close the predictions. And open them back up as soon as game number 4 begins. Liereyy certainly seems unstoppable right now, though, to be honest. And it seems like game number 4 is here already. Yeah. No way! We actually have Kilts versus Skimmer. I was not anticipating this matchup at all. I was just saying that might be the only one that I think Sitaux would have on his favor, right? Like if he goes for Kilts and he gets Skimmer from Liereyy, then yeah, this could be the first game for Sitaux. But honestly, I don't know, man. Let's get into the game. Once again, Liereyy could very well go for fast castle over here. We're gonna see what the map generation looks like and if it's going to allow for it or not. But right off the bat, let's talk about the civilizations real quick. With Khmer, Lierey's going to get 10% faster moving, battle a lot of online units. Besides that, we also get for Khmer. We also get for them 5, you know, he can garrison 5 villages inside each house, as well as farmers that do not require mills or TCs to drop food on. Besides that, we're also going to have for Khmer no building requirements, which makes fast castling a lot more viable, even on a map such as KOTD Arabia. And finally, we're gonna get for the team bonus 1 extra range on Scorpion Line weapons. Now, Sitau's coming forward and he's going to get away with taking 2 goats by the looks of it. Not quite. Okay. He's trying to go for it. Remember? Okay, let's talk about Celts real quick. Celts are going to get 25% faster attacking siege weapons. On top of that, we also get for Celts 15% faster moving infantry and starting in the fuel age, as well as 15% faster working lumberjacks, and they get priority for headable conversions, which is why Sitaux kept on converting the goats, even though Liereyy was still, you know, very close to them. Because as long as you are within conversion range, your scout is going to get the goats despite them being under somebody else's control, even if they have units nearby. Let's see if Sitau's going to be able to get, it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get the villager over there, so he just ended up losing a little bit of HP, and that's going to put the Liereyy scout in a much better spot. Well, anyway, for the team bonus, Celts are also going to have 25% faster working siege workshops, which is pretty good. If we take a look at the map generation though, Liereyy is most likely not going to be able to wall himself up over here real nicely. He's got the main goal on the left hand side and both secondary goals are forward on the left, while the main stands on the right hand side and the secondary stands on the left hand side. However, if he walls himself up, there's a few options that he's got. He can go for walls like this and just try to fast castle. Or if he gets away with walls like this, that's going to be even better because he will be able to secure 1, 2 wool lines over here, which is amazing. But it'd be a little bit harder to protect. I think if he went for walls like this and then he sent a few villagers over to these huntables, he should be able to protect these walls before they get potentially breached. Oops. There we go. Meanwhile, taking a look at Sitau's map generation, he's fairly close to the corner of the map himself as well, so He could be thinking of walling towards the edge of the map, respectively over here, right, and over here, but that's going to be a little bit pricier compared to Liereyy. It's going to be a little bit further away. So probably most likely going to see something different. We're probably going to see something like this instead. Maybe something like this. And maybe some walls from here to here and here to here, I think. But he would still be able to secure the main goal, which he's got on the back. As for the rest of the resources, he's got the secondary goals forward to the right hand side, the main stone down south, and the secondary stone on the right hand side. So yeah. Doesn't seem like there's going to be too much action going on at all. No barracks coming up for anyone? No militias? No. What is this going to be? Full fast castle for Skimmer? Yeah, no lames of any type either. Liereyy's got all his goats. Sitaux got all his goats. Let's see if Liereyy has scouted. No, he hasn't scouted the right hand side, so he wouldn't know about sending villagers over here to try and collect food and potentially protect potential walls to the edge of the map. There you go. It seems like it's just going to be full wall over here for both players, but nobody's going to be thinking of fast castle. Liereyy, on the other hand, is going up on 19 population up to the fuel age, while Sitaux going up on 21. So Sitaux will be going for Minotaur's archers, got the militias already queued up, right? And Liereyy knows about the barracks, so he's going to keep an eye over here. Especially if he can hold on to the hill, if he can camp the hill, he should be in a better spot against the scouts as well. Now he knows about the militia coming out, good job. Oh, he took a hit! Still more HP though compared to Sitaux. Right hand side. Not a whole lot over here whatsoever. Good job. Yeah, and a little bit access coming here for Liereyy. Sitaux will be in the village in a little bit. We're gonna see what he goes for. Sitaux was already out for Liereyy, so it's going to be full scouts. Meanwhile, Sitaux, well, is going for double bit axe. Yes, he's got 3 militias out already, so he's gonna be going for the arch range. He could potentially be thinking of mana towers very soon, but for the time being, he doesn't have the resources. And there is no opening over here for Liereyy. Or for Sitaux to do any damage around Lierey's space. There are no openings, so going for Minotaurs over here will be kind of wasting resources, to be fair. Okay, good job. Sitau's not going for Minotaurs though whatsoever. The Spearman is coming forward so far away. It's completely out of position. He's already lost the militia, and it seems like he's going to get completely cleaned up before the Spearman gets here. That is very, very good micro still for Liereyy, of course. He's going to end up getting all the militias. He lost only 1 scout, and he's even going to be able to get this 1 scout as well. No, he ends up losing another one. That was a little bit lackluster, but he ends up getting the scout regardless. So overall KD, 2-to-1 ratio, 4-to-2 actual count for Liereyy. We'll see an archer range coming up for Liereyy on the left hand side as well.
Kid? Love.
Skirmisher. Well, what does Sitaux do? How does he take this game? How does he start coming back into the series? Lierey's in an incredible position just because, you know, he's got to win 1 out of 4 games, and so far he's won 3 in a row, so his chances are amazing against Sitaux. But Sitaux's matchup over here is good. Like, Celts are going to be good against Skimmer. But what does he need to do? He needs to go up to the castle edge, and he needs to get pikemen and siege weapons out. For that, he needs to prevent taking any losses, and this is not the way to go. He's already lost a villager over here, which is really, really sloppy. Yeah, he needs to get the walls up. We talked about the potential walls, and he actually had a very, very nice map to wall himself up, but he's just not gone for it. He had the back gold. He's just not sent villagers to get the walls up at all, and Lierey's gonna be taking advantage of this, of course. We're probably going to see more than one Hera snipe this matchup. Liereyy keeps on roaming around with more scouts. He's got 4 right now. Yeah. Oh, you know, I haven't taken a look to see what the win rate was for Skimmer against Celts or Celts against Skimmer. I think it might not be 100% for Celts because I think we saw... Let me check. Okay. Yeah, Celts actually, the one game that they played versus Skimmer, they actually lost. I remember the game. But it's not because of the matchup. It was because of gameplay. Yeah. I remember that one. I still don't think this is a bad matchup for Kilts whatsoever. But yeah, not getting the walls up, losing villagers is really sloppy for Sitaux. Let's take a look at gather economy so far. A little bit better for him, so that's pretty good. Overall. Doesn't seem like anybody's gonna be going out to the castle just yet. And Sitaux, well, Sitaux's got a comparable amount of food workers compared to Liereyy. But he's not producing scouts, he's not producing skirmishers, so he should be able to start saving a good amount of food to go up to the castle edge a little bit sooner, we'll see. Meanwhile, Liereyy on the other hand has got a lot of scouts coming over here. Let's see, the quick balls coming in from Sitaux is going to be able to get this up, yes. Good job, good job. Not quite a trap, but very, very close to it. Seems like the spearmen are going down, and then Lierey's gonna be able to dominate over here, won't he? If he can take the spearman down, then he should be able to take the engagement over here, no problem. He just gotta take care of the spearman, remaining one over here. If he can take this one, then yeah, he can dominate over here. Well, he doesn't have scale bard and armor just yet. It's better for him to wait for it. He's going for it. No blindlands just yet. No blindlands just yet either. So against fletching archers, it's going to be way better for him to wait for the upgrades. I thought he already had those, but he doesn't. And yeah, now Liereyy is starting to look much stronger for food economy. Sitaux, it seems like he ran out of berries. Yeah, and he's been unable to make a transition to farms. So yeah, Lierey's food economy right now looking stronger. If he does not go for any extra scouts, and he doesn't need to go for any extra scouts right now, then he should be able to secure enough resources to go up faster, most likely. Good job. Here he comes. There's only one spearman left, and the spearman's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, and Liereyy ends up taking the spearman down over there, but he's got only 3 scouts left. Still with all the skirmishes, this guy should be able to push Sitaux away, and he does. So this one went in favor of Liereyy for sure. He's going for bloodlines right now. Yeah, and his food economy is significantly better right now. 2. I would say eco-balancing is better for him as well. So we'll see what we get. There you are.
Kid?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Sitaux will be able to hold on over here as long as Liereyy keeps production coming. He's got more skirmishers and more scouts coming out. The interesting thing though is that despite production, on military units for Liereyy, he'll still be the first one to click out to the castle age despite being on, you know, scout and skirmisher production. So Sitaux already falling behind again. It's gonna be the 4th game in a row, and Lierey's just been playing really well. And it's open! Because of course it's open! There is always a hole, guys! And now, he could end up losing a villager over here. Sitaux does end up losing a villager. We'll see more scouts coming over here for Liereyy. It's going to be 3 scouts for him. Oh boy! If he can take the spearman down, and he should be able to with the scary amount of skirmishers he's got, then yeah, the scouts can keep on going forward. Now this is close finally, but the Sitaux is already taking a loss over there. Overall, KOTD is 2-1 in favor of Liereyy. His economy is going to be enough to go up to the castle age very soon. And Sitaux, on the other hand, struggling. He's just scrambling right now to survive. He's got his own units coming forward, a good amount of archers, but Lierey's reaction is just on time. Yeah. Notice how he garrisons the villagers right away. Good job. Yeah. It's going to garrison on the left hand side as well. Well played. And Sitaux all of a sudden cannot do anything. There we go. Castle Age is on the way for Liereyy already. How good is this? From the blue player. This is just amazing. Yeah, might end up losing a few units over here for sure, but doesn't matter. Well, he's going for extra scouts, so he should be able to hold on over here just fine. If he can just target the archers, he should be able to take these down, right? Yeah, he doesn't really have any scouts to play the meat shield role anymore, so he's getting pushed away, and these archers are going to be going down for sure. But yeah, Lierey's 1 minute and 10 seconds away from the castle age, while Sitaux is only now going to be able to click up. It's going to be a very nice head start to the castle age for Liereyy. Sitaux's going up, and Liereyy, yeah, in the end, is going to be a head start of 1 minute and 38 seconds. Almost 1 minute and 40 seconds for Liereyy. That means elite skirmisher, bulking arrow, of course, much more pressure from these units against the economy from Sitaux. And potentially even knights as well. Let's see if he's got any extra stables. He's got 2 stables, yes. Since Sitaux finally gonna be able to get a villager? Not quite. It's just been a constant struggle. The archers unable to achieve much of anything. There we go. Yeah, Castle Age is here. And Sitaux, of course, is not going to call the GG. This is the last game. If he loses this one, that's going to be the last game. So he's going to keep on trying, of course. But he's on the back foot for sure. We see Chain Bard and Armor coming in right now for Liereyy. He already had Scale Bard and Armor. So these scouts are going to be stronger. But most importantly, the Knights coming forward are going to be super strong from Liereyy as well. We'll see. Good job. There we go. March is going down as well. Yeah, and that's a lot of villages going down, man. So many villages exposed. We don't even have elite skirmishers, but that's already so much damage. Is he just trying to fight the Knights off with villagers? Oh man, he's getting completely pushed away from the goal. We see more Knights arriving for Liereyy. Meanwhile, Sitaux's got 4 military units only. He's got Spearman, doesn't even have the Pikeman upgrade. Guys, this gotta be over. With Chain Bard and Armor, these Knights are not going to care about the TC too much. There is no defense for Sitaux whatsoever. Meanwhile, he's going to keep on producing Knights. You can see he's got 3 queued up. We see a Monastery coming in for Sitaux. But how long is that Mon going to take to come out? And how long is that going to leave Sitaux's economy idle for? Well, you can take a look at that. Worker economy, you know, worker efficiency. Sorry, in the last minute, it's gone down to 25% for Sitaux. So out of 45 units, only about 11.25 have been working. So 11 villagers and 1 arm of another villager. And we see more Knights coming in over here, so yeah. Is Liereyy still on 2 stables, or has he gone up to 3? He's still on 2 stables, and he's still gonna be able to significantly outproduce, yeah, Sitaux. Guys, I think this is over. Sitaux thinks so as well. He says GG, well played, good luck next, and we are going to have a very straightforward series over here. Very one-sided in favor of Liereyy. The final score up 4-0. What an incredible performance for Liereyy. You know, we are 4 hours and a half into the stream. If the series were going to go like this, we could potentially have gotten all four sets today, honestly. But holy boy, that was, you know, that was remarkable. Guys, let's go and take a look at the achievements real quick over here. We are going to have for Sitaux then, actually for Liereyy, sorry, a much stronger KD, very, very close to 2-1. An army high, that's the same for both players. An economy that's a little bit stronger for Liereyy as well. And with Skimmer, it makes sense. We have also faster field and castle age times. And yeah, that's going to be about it for this one. So, well played to Liereyy. Congrats on moving on to the semifinals already, where he's going to be facing Mr. Winchester next weekend. So let's go.